Hello guys and girls, welcome back to the Racing Line for another circuit guide here on iRacing. This is week 5 of Season 1 2022 in the D-Class Fixed Touring Car Challenge with me driving the Honda Civic Type R. This week's circuit we are at Long Beach, the street circuit where it's all about getting as close as you can to those walls, and the date and time is set to the 1st of March 2022 at 12:35 in the afternoon to match the official race time sent out on the Season 1 PDF. Same format as before, breakdown lap followed by a full speed uninterrupted lap followed by an off-board lap, and as usual this is filmed before the week has begun so it's difficult to compare lap times, but let's see if we can help you guys find some time. So here we go then, we're on the main straight, or the curvy straight, as we hold our car tight to the wall on the right hand side, ready for the 90-degree left-hander of turn 1. Keep it to the right hand side, you might want to drift out to the middle, but then get back over to the right, looking for the 400-meter board. Just before that, the first modal sign is where we're going to brake. Don't cross the pit line too much, because you'll get a massive slowdown if you open up this corner too much. We're going to go down to second gear from 6th, get it turned in, you're going to understeer, get on that power as close as you can to that wall, and then the next braking zone sneaks up on you straight away as your car is straight towards that roundabout, the modal sign again, as that's about to go out of view. Hard on the brakes down to first gear. Coast round the roundabout, get on that power, close to the wall on the left-hand side, and then just past the grey fence on the left, you'll see a one-way sign. That's where we're going to dab our brakes. Keep it in second gear for this corner. Get back on that power at the apex point, close to the wall on the exit, looking for these stains on the left wall again. Hard on the brakes from third down to second, and get it turned in, because you want to cut this curb quite a lot on the right-hand side. You're going to understeer, you're going to bounce, and get back on that power as soon as you can. Again, getting as close to that wall as you can on the exit. Over to the right-hand side now, between the 2 and the 300-meter board. The first NTT sign is where we're going to brake from 4th down into second gear, braking in a straight line, careful as the wall comes inwards a little bit, and then get towards the apex. Start accelerating just before that apex wall, and the track will come to you as the wall ends on the right-hand side. Next braking zone between 3 and 200 meters again, about the halfway point, so 250. Hard on the brakes from 4th to 2nd, get it turned in, cut the curb on the inside, use the wall as the apex, and again, getting as close as you can to that wall on the exit. That is where all the time is, and you will hit that wall a fair few times in your practices, I'm sure. The next braking zone, we're looking for the 400-meter board again, and just as we go under that, so just as we pass it, that's where we're going to be hard on the brakes from 5th down into 2nd again. Our main aim here is to cut this inside curve as much as we can. There is a 1x and a slowdown there somewhere, but you can pretty much cut most of it like you saw. I just dabbed the brakes around this corner to get the nose in, but you can coast it. The final braking zone is this one, just about a car length before the curb ends. You want to brake in a straight line from 2nd to 1st gear, full lock right, and then smoothly apply that power, but make sure your car is straight so that you can get a nice powerful traction zone as you exit that final corner. It's a hell of a long straight, there's loads of slipstream, and this is where you're going to be wanting to do most of your overtaking. There's other overtaking opportunities, but that's the main one. Let's go full speed uninterrupted now, going over what we just went over and see if we can break down all that information. So holding it tight right to the wall, back over to the right hand side now, looking for the 400-meter board, the modal sign on the right hand side. Hard on the brakes, down into second gear, get it turned in. You're going to understeer, get back on that power, and just hope that you don't hit the wall. Looking for the modal sign on the left, hard on the brakes, down to first gear, coast into the roundabout, accelerate, nearly hit that wall on the left. Grey fence on the left, one-way sign, down to second gear, keep it in second gear. Accelerate through, staying on the left, back down to second gear, cut the curve on the right. Get as close as you can to the wall on the left. Be careful of the understeer as it's very bouncy, and a lot of people will hit that tyre wall. In between 3 and 200, the NTT sign, down to second gear, turn in. Hit that apex, start accelerating through, and the track will just come to you. You can see where that wall ends on the right. It opens up a bit more in case you're going wide. Between 2 and 300 again, down to second gear, turn in. Wall as an apex, and be careful of the wall on the exit. And now you've got a nice breather. All those corners really sneak up on you in quick succession, so now you can have a quick break. Looking for the 400-meter board for this final section. Hard on the brakes from 5th to 2nd gear. Cut this curve on the inside massively. Careful of the sausage ones as they bounce the Honda all over the place. Quick dab of the brakes maybe to get the nose in, but feather the throttle all the way through this left-hander, holding it tight to the left. Just before the curb ends, dab the brakes down to first, full lock on the right, and then get slammed down on that power on the exit to try and get the maximum traction you can. And then across the line for a 126.8. As usual, that is pretty much it from me, so I'm going to leave you with this off-board lap. Don't forget to keep those likes and comments coming in, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you for those of you that have done so thus far, and as usual, that's pretty much it from me. So if I don't see you on track this week, then I'll see you next week on the next video here on the Racing Line. Peace!